Back out here once again. It is the Uncorrupt live stream, and actually going to be playing a little bit of Hearthstone today. Imagine that. Maybe try to have a little bit of fun here. If so, I haven't played the new expansion at all whatsoever. I think I also uninstalled my deck tracker. Decks, did a little bit of net decking and just took these decks exactly as they are. So we got Plague DK, we've got Dragon Druid, and we got some Naga Demon Hunter. Nice to see you back, Uncorrupt. My Lord Chaos. Nice to be back. It's going to be my first time checking out the Hearthstone expansion. Haven't played in 2.5 months. So, we'll see how it goes. I'm back down to Angry Chicken. But we're going to fire it up and get in. Let's see. Excavation Wishing Well Rogue is solid in this meta. Yes, I don't even know what that is, man. I guess I'll figure it out. Probably expecting to be losing quite a bit because I don't know what decks are popular, and I still haven't even looked at the cards from this new expansion other than like the packs that I opened. So like I have no idea what my opponent is likely playing, and even when I figure out the archetype, don't necessarily know what cards are in the deck. So probably going to be playing very, very poorly. It's all good. Paladin still feels OP. Yeah, somebody mentioned to me about that Paladin didn't get touched all that much. But again, like all of my information is coming, you know, second hand and third hand. I'm getting punched in the face on turn 1. That's the Hearthstone I like. I don't even know what the cards do. I opened up a few packs. Like I said, I net decked a little bit, so I'm going to be reading cards. Deal 3 and excavate a treasure. I'm trying to figure out, is it worth like going the coin and developing the board? Against Rogue, I'm not sure. They usually like have removal. Maybe I hold on to the... Love Mage, but Sif is unfun to play against. Yeah, we're going to keep to the plan here. Coin out Helia on 3, and then we'll see where we're at on 4. Yeah, see, this is exactly why I took a break from Hearthstone in the first place. Created a random card, and they get removal that removes the minion that I developed. Like, why can't they get some kind of worthless spell? Or, you know, why does it have to be removal? Why couldn't it be something else? Maybe it's my connection, but the stream keeps bugging out and gotta refresh. Something silly going on. I think this is just a pretty straightforward clear, right?
No reprieve. We only need one.
We're excellent at top decking. Yeah, I think I see what you're saying, Chaos. I don't think it's you. And I'm not sure it's exactly me. Like, OBS is showing that I'm not dropping any frames, but somehow I'm losing connection to, like, YouTube. So it keeps having to reconnect on my side. Not sure what that's about, but man, that's a bummer. Man, that's tough. We almost have a good play. I really want to send this damage phase to. That doesn't work. Maddie dog. 3. I guess I'll excavate a treasure. Maybe I get lucky here. 2-3 with rush. Mana doesn't work out, so not exactly lucky. I guess I'm going to have to take a trade into the 5-5. I really don't want to eat that 5 damage face. So I am going to take the trade, and then we'll just put this guy in play and punch face. I'm going to go and let Matty Dog out. I will be right back. Dude, they discover a crab for turn 6, and then they play a second crab on turn 7. I think it's just a loss, man. Now I'm trying to remember why it was I decided to come back and play Hearthstone again after being free for like 10 weeks. I was free and I came back on purpose. Let's see. Shuffle 2, so I kill this. This is 4. Still doesn't really let me spend my mana all that well. Not necessarily liking any of these plays, but that's what we're gonna do. Alright, well hopefully there's no more crabs, but I mean I guess if they play the tests, they can get another Horn of the Ancients.
Let the Badlands burn.
I gotta be honest, man, this isn't really all that enjoyable. Even if I knew what was in my opponent's deck, I can't play around anything because they're just creating random cards. So, hopefully I don't actually end up facing another one of these rogues again. Because for me, this is like everything that's wrong with Hearthstone. Like, this isn't... You know, it's great for my opponents. Oh, baby, I discovered a crab. I've discovered removal. I've discovered healing. Look, I'm just dying and there's nothing I can do. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and cash this game in and move on. Please tell me that Rogue is not popular, man. Hogwash Rogue. Alright, I'm gonna move on. Actually, I need to check and see what cards are in the deck. I have no idea what's in Dragon Druid or exactly what it is and what it's all about. Just a board-based dragon deck. Looks like we get rewarded for keeping a dragon in hand. Alright, let's see how it goes. No more rogues. No more rogues. Or if it is a rogue, maybe it'll be like Mech Rogue. course, if it's Mech Rogue, then my opponent's just going to discover like a Wind Fury Sparkbot, attach it to a stealth minion, and I'll probably be upset again. This game is trolling me. It's like I never left.
My heart is one with the eternal forest.
So I don't even know what's good to keep here. I guess I'm going to toss it all back. This seems to be kind of like a tempo-based board deck, so I don't think I can actually keep the Flower Child. Like on the play, I think I want to be more proactive here. I said I didn't want to keep a Flower Child. Things are not going very well. Rogue just got buffed, that's why players are trying it out this meta. Oh, that's great. Did they really have to buff the, Did they really have to buff, like, the... What do they call it? Burgle Rogue? The random generation Rogue? I gotta let Maddie in. The dog that goes out also has to come in. Alright, well, we spend mana and play a card, so that's a good turn one. So now I guess... Oof. Well, we spend mana, but we don't play a card, so that's a really bad turn two. This feels slow. Oh, it is Mech Rogue. And it is Stealth. So... I can't actually interact with this. If I draw cards, it's really slow. If I put this on the board, it likely still dies no matter what.
What if...
Next turn, I'll be able to refresh mana crystals, so... Maybe I just draw the dragons here, then next turn, go for a tempo play. The problem is, like, one big minion, it feels like this Druid deck is going to lose to it, so... But I can't remove this anyway, and I'm not convinced that a 3/3 actually helps me all that much in this particular situation, so I'm just going to draw some cards here. So, I mean, I'll be able to go wide. I can play 2 4/5s and a 5/6 next turn. So I'll be able to put a lot of bodies on the board. I think I'll save Aquatic Form. I'll be able to get the Asharan Gardens, but... I don't think it's this turn. Or is it free? I can't remember if it's free or if it's still 1 mana. I think it's 1 mana.
Let's see.
I find out that I'm wrong. I'm gonna be a sad panda.
Stay alert, my children.
Alright, we got a nice wall of dragons up, though, at least. Turn 7 should be the match, where the match goes to your favor if the Mech Rogue doesn't get the right pieces. Summon an elemental and beast from your deck. Hey Eric, nice to see you, man. Checking out some Hearthstone for the first time in quite a while. Alright, I guess I'm just going to have to find out what he has in the deck here. And that's going to determine the rest of the play. I would like to get rid of that. This is annoying as well, though. Summon an elemental and beast from your deck. So they just have like an infinite loop.
Not a single scale.
Hearthstone hates me. Eric, I'm getting abused by rogues and shenanigans. Yep. I don't think it's worth finishing this game either. So let me ask you this. I'm comparing my experience to the experience that I had 2-3 months ago. In your opinion, is Hearthstone more enjoyable now, or was it more enjoyable 3 months ago? Or was it more enjoyable like 5 years ago? Welcome back. Yeah, man, I'm getting destroyed.
Versus Valera.
Third rogue in a row.
Shall we dance? I alone will shield my people.
I don't know if anything's good or not, but we're gonna find out. We learn by doing. I like it now. It was rough a few weeks ago because it was a heavy paladin Sith mage meta.
Want to hear my playlist?
Yeah, I've heard paladin has been oppressive. I haven't actually been able to play against a paladin yet because I'm stuck in rogue purgatory. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be an aggro deck and I just skipped turn 2.
I raise, you fold.
But I think... I want to say somebody told me that they nerfed the, one of the mage cards was nerfed. This doesn't do me a whole lot of good right now other than clearing this. Deal 2 damage to a random enemy and draw a spell. So really, none of this is good. So I guess I'm just going to do this. It's been difficult, but I like Excavate. It was the Arcane Worm. What was the Inquisitive Creation as the card I'm thinking of? I think somebody said that card changed. Created by... Man. I mean, I could play this hero power and just remove that, or I could play the 5/4 and draw 1. My opponent doesn't draw anything.
Maybe.
Is it better to just go face? That,
Weigh your fate.
and then we'll just hold on to the weapon swing to hopefully be able to draw some cards. If I can draw some cards off of this, then it's going to make the momentum cheap. But it feels like we're just spinning our wheels and not getting anywhere, currently. Let's see. After you play a Naga... So I play this... Maybe you just... I'm going to be drawing cards anyway, so I think I'm going to do it like this. So I can go this, and draw 2 with the weapon swing.
Enough time.
I'm not throwing away my shot.
Yep. Again, I'm just not sure if any of what I'm doing is right. Hey, Card Sharp. Hearthstone again. I like it. Old Naga Demon Hunter. Did you have to craft cards then? No, I was actually able to pick up... I think I had like 7k gold. So I bought 70 packs. Now, one thing that I will say that I liked and was surprised... Apparently rogues still always have crab on turn 6.
I must withdraw.
3 games, 3 rogues. Every game that's gone to turn 6 has been a crab on turn 6. But, so I had, I was really surprised with the mass pack opening. Like, you can actually open a lot of packs very quickly now, so that was nice. So I had that, and then I still had, like, I don't know, 15 or 20 standard packs that I never opened, so I opened those. And then I crafted a couple of cards, I think, just to be able to get these decks. So,
Valera.
a little bit of crafting, but not much. 4 rogues in a row. Apparently it's now Roguestone. I wonder if they consider this balance patch a success. Because apparently the game is just one class now. Is anybody else having this experience? Like, is it just me? Am I unlucky? Four games, 4 rogues, and the discovers are on point every time. Catch-up perks was a good move by Blizzard. I also got, what do they call it? I got 2 catch-up packs, I assume, because I hadn't logged in a couple of months. But it was weird. They were supposed to be catch-up packs, but I opened them, and it was all cards from previous expansions that I already had. So they were duplicates. All 10 of them. And no cards from the new expansion. So it didn't really feel like I caught up. We're just going to spend mana. It didn't really feel like a catch-up mechanic. I guess if you're going a long time and you get a lot of packs, then it can help you fill in. You're very unlucky. I faced various rogues, Blood DK, Spell School Mage, Dragon Druid, and Plague DK. Practically 0 rogues until Tuesday's patch. This looks like a pretty good turn. Again, I feel like we're just in concede territory. Because I can't deal with this. I'm never going to be able to deal with this.
I see to you.
Was that... I wasn't exactly paying attention to my opponent's turn, but was that 2 3/4s off of the... 2 3/4s off of the concoction to summon a 3-cost minion? They got 2 3/4s. Catch-up packs give you missing standard cards apart from Badlands. Yeah, so that didn't benefit me at all. The only cards I don't have in standard are the Badlands cards.
Amul versus Valera.
They got minions from the potions. This is rogue number 5.
Death is nature's way.
5th rogue in a row. What's the record for rogues in a row? It's got to be like a crazy number, right? Like the world record for most rogue opponents in a row? It's got to be a really big number. Surely 5 is nowhere close. Maybe we can break the record, though. Wouldn't that be something? Guinness Book of Hearthstone Records. Probably not worth. I'm gonna pass. I guess maybe next turn I can aquatic form to try to find a 2-drop.
Candle but lighter.
I'd like to be able to get on the board. I mean, he could just hero power and save the coin. Or rather, save the aquatic form. Maybe that's better. We'll just do this for now. Same as Druids in a row. Yeah, we're back to back rogues. Opponent using that minion to cheat the death rattle for Excavation Rogue. Minion Drilly the Kid. Oh, here it is now. They got the signature version. That's pretty cool. Not totally sure what's happening, though. Alright. We're just gonna curve out. Wow, 8 cards in hand. Nine cards in hand. So they got 2 coins. I gotta remember that. Playing Excavate Rogue. I feel like I've played this a couple of times already. I played one Mech Rogue, and I think this is like the 3rd or 4th time I've played against Excavate Rogue. Legendary Excavation. The Scorpion is busted with the random spells it gives out. Please don't tell me random spells are busted, man. That's it's one of the reasons why I stopped playing Hearthstone for so long. Random spells. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. We're just gonna get out on the board here.
Stay alert, my children.
As much as we can. Druid Stone usually turns into Rogue Stone and then back again. Apart from a brief excursion into Pally Stone. It's essentially Miracle Rogue. You have 4 random spells. They cost 1 less each time you've excavated, but not less than 1. So they've excavated, I think, 3 times. Drilly the Kid excavates twice. I remember that right. Well, they got removal. 1 mana removed my biggest minion, so that's good for them. At least this was something they put in their deck on purpose. So we got that going for us. Highlander Demon Hunter works well. Let's see.
We all exist in harmony.
I wonder, do I need to take this trade? I guess I do. Yeah, I haven't looked into any of the Highlander decks. I haven't even looked at all the cards that were released with this expansion, but the cards that I did see, the Highlander payoffs didn't look like they were really good enough for Highlander decks to be really strong. But maybe I just didn't see, what's actually making them good. Set of minion stats to 6/7. Created by Drilly the Kid. And they're just continuing to create more cards. But I mean, this is... like, you can't play around every card in the game because they're continuously creating stuff. So this entire game comes down to how lucky your opponent is when it comes to creating these cards. Just doesn't really seem like compelling gameplay. So I'm going to copy for each dragon in your hands. Well, it looks like we have a lot of dragons, so I think that's going to be our play.
This desecration of the Titan's land stops here.
And then we probably just need to... we're just going to go all in on the board here, remove this guy. We'll see if our opponent's able to deal with this. Created by got out of control years ago, so if you don't like losing to random things, yeah. All Mike the Nayfault with Discover. I like Discover as a mechanic. I think, 1, it's overused, and 2, it needs like more guardrails. Like, it's, to me, lackeys were a good example of discover being good. You know, you knew what could be discovered. It was helpful, but it wasn't too powerful, but so they created Volcanomancy, created Fiddlefire Imp into created Volcanomancy, created Plague Eruption. Totally clears my board.
This desecration of the Titan's land stops here.
Alright, let's see if they can do it again. They can definitely remove one.
Take 2 and call you in the morning.
More random cards. Alright, I think I've seen enough of this game. Let's see if we can find another rogue. At some point, maybe I get to play a rogue that creates like useless stuff. Are any of those rogues out there? Who would have thought rogue could ever remove the taunt wall since Vanish left? I don't know, man. I guess anything and everything is possible. Anything is possible. Discover just needs like better guardrails. It needs to be strictly defined what can be discovered. Otherwise, I mean, you're almost like shooting craps, rolling the dice. Inside.
Arana versus Malfurion. Feel the
Reno or Yogg usually clears a board like that.
I alone will shield my people.
I'm tempted to keep these just to be able to like hopefully dump my hand and draw cards. Feels like that's always been good in this kind of Demon Hunter in the past. Kind of don't like having both of these in my hand at the same time, but at least we're not going to be running out of cards. Interesting. It's, well, first of all, it's not a rogue, which is great, but this looks like it's going to be, I'm assuming an aggro Druid deck. I'm just going to go ahead and do this while I can get the value out of it. Again, I just want to dump my hand, because potentially, like, turn 2, I can go coin, this, shuffle 1, I'll be able to swing and draw 2 cards. Let's see what the top deck is. The Rogue High rolled, that is an aggro Druid deck. So we just want to keep the board clear, but I guess we're an aggro deck as well, so we're really going to be trying to fight for the board. Actually, maybe we're not trying to fight for the board, and maybe we're going face. So I can actually draw 3 here and do a lot of damage face. I think I like it. I mean, this draws cards for our opponent as well. So I'm just going to do it. Man, it's been so long after, it's been so long since I played Hearthstone, I actually had to think to myself, was this a death rattle? Or does it draw both turns? It does draw both turns. The big 9-damage face. Take that, Malfurion. They're summoning Treants. Yeah, momentum with Magistrate is good. Again, I'm going to end up drawing, like, stuff for my opponent. Which I don't like, but don't really have any way around it.
I know there's a way.
And I am going to need to trade here, so trade like this. Really don't have all that good of a play, because I'm going to be basically equipping... Play a minion. Yeah, there's really no good turn here. It's just an awkward hand. I kind of don't like even swinging and re-equipping because... it's not great.
Not enough time.
I don't think there's any good play here, so I guess developing 2-1 to force a trade. Just no good plays here. I'm not even going to trade. Hey, Cax, how we feeling about the game, man? Well, about that. This is game 6. First 5 games were all against rogues. So I got a lot of the random rogue experience that I didn't really enjoy. And it looks like I'm just losing this game. I thought I had a good start. But then I ended up drawing into some awkward cards, and like I just can't beat this with the deck that we're playing.
I must withdraw.
So it's over. They just buffed Rogue. The class didn't see any play prior to the buffs. Man, that was information that I probably would have wanted before I came back. I'm being honest. Random cards. Like, it's not...
Naga versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
It feels like it's just not even Hearthstone to me.
Company.
Or we're gonna get to shuffle Plagues. I don't know that it matters, though. My understanding is Paladin is supposed to be pretty strong. Maybe we just get run over here. Class got buffed because rogue players cried about it? Come on, man. Surely they don't make buffs and nerfs based on what the player base is crying about.
My pain doesn't compare.
Yeah, we just develop, I guess. Say that, but Mech Rogue got nerfed a weekend after it got introduced. Mech Rogue was really strong when they nerfed it, though. I think I just coined this out. Other option would be to... I mean, I end up floating a mana, but I can just remove the 4/2, swing into this, push face, and then save this in case there's going to be like tokens and stuff coming down. I think I like that a little bit better, even though it floats a mana.
My pain.
Being able to hang on to this to be able to clear these paladin boards. Did you read the patch? I did not.
That feels good.
Mech Rogue had to get nerfed that quick. It was out of control. Yeah, it was. So what if I just play the Helia?
Plan.
I don't know if it's good enough. Maybe I trade like this. Player feedback is key before it gets out of control. Want me to send the link to the patch. One less for take off that divine shield and then just play this guy.
Share my pain.
Oh, and it only has 4 cards in. I can do some things. I'm gonna coin out prison. What's happening? Keeper's Strength. I do remember that card. I don't remember it really seeing play though. Oh yay, we're almost dead. Alright, so we're not playing the Prison of Yogg-Saron. Ooh. Gotta go, man. Card Sharp, thanks for stopping by. Good seeing you. Stream kind of cut off. Yeah, I'm having some kind of connectivity issue. Unfortunate, but I don't think there's anything I can do about it. It's like, I'm fine with OBS. It's something about, I guess, my internet connection with YouTube. Nice. Nice. Keep them coming. Hey, Howard. Been trying to idle your WoW streams when I'm able. Great to see you back. Appreciate you doing that, man. That's awesome. Really appreciate that support. Free and excavate a treasure. How do I kill him? We have 9. I would need 5 from hand, so like the only realistic way that I kill him is like this. Probably not happening. Alright, I'm gonna do it like this. And we'll go ahead and discover the 2-cost card. Dirty Rat is a taunt. I don't know if it saves me or not. I guess I'll take the silence. And then I'm just going to go ahead and coin out this. And jam face. So this way I have a silence to be able to kill our opponents. Hopefully I'm not dead here. I don't even know what's in this deck. If they're running like that, the weapon or whatnot, could be in trouble. Or likely just dead if that's the case. Oh, baby.
Did that just...
Finally. But again, I mean, did I win this game because I played well, or did I win because I randomly created a silence that's not naturally included in the deck? Alright, that puts us back on Dragon Druid. I'm going to step away briefly while we're in queue. I will be right back.
Ewan versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer, show me your strength.
We almost had the chair mulligan. I mean, I guess ramp is good. It's included in the deck, so we're gonna keep it. So play this on 2 and then on 3. I got a couple of guys. Well, it looks like we made it past the patch of rose that I discovered. So that's nice. It's also nice that I remembered to unmute the microphone when I got back.
There's little time.
If I coin this out now, then I can innervate these two guys next turn. Find something the turn after into this.
What is the best way? Time is running out.
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's see if we can put pressure on our opponent early here. So we'll be able to actually innervate this if we don't find anything.
Stay alert, my children. Dangerous.
If you're holding a dragon... Oh. It only refreshes 3. Alright, well. I didn't realize that it... I guess it makes sense refreshing mana crystals. You can't go past your... how many empty mana crystals you actually have, so that was a bad play. Unfortunate, but we learn. We're not holding a dragon, but I think we're still just going to play this anyway. I just want the board.
Not a single.
So we'll do that and just push some damage face. Our opponent's been AFK. I have no idea what they're building up to. Or what this deck might even be. Next turn we play this, draw a couple of cards. And then figure out what to do from there. I think the cards that we're going to draw are still going to be too expensive to play on turn 6, so... we're still looking like we're going to be top decking. It's also possible that they discovered another thingy-ding. Another lightning storm. I think the play is still the same, though. That'd be a decent play for next turn. Actually, we might be able to play both of these next turn. So the question is, are we making any trades? And I think the answer is no. I mean, if they're able to clear the board, they just clear the board. I'm not trading for a 2-1. Wasn't really expecting to see that. And fishies! But I mean, we're going to be laying down taunts that's going to protect our 5-1. And we top deck a dragon. And I'm just going to go ahead and play this guy as well. See if we can set up lethal. Highlander, Chamois, runs a 7-mana, deals 6 to all minion AoE, so try not to use too many resources. I'm trying to end the game, like, immediately. Is it playable? It's not playable. Are they dead? I only have 6? I only have 6 and they potentially clear the board. unfortunate. I do think I'm gonna go ahead and play the Amalgam, though. Get a random card from your starting hand. I don't think I had anything good. I'm just gonna take the Ysera here. And we'll push whatever damage face we can. So our opponent still has to do something to not die. We'll be able to summon another board. And if something sticks, then we have like the, what is it, Nightmare that comes off of Ysera to potentially be able to find lethal. Alright, so there's that. Or... So we actually have a potential lethal outs inside of our deck. But is this just a better play? 3/3/4s? It's only 2 out of 17, right?
Interesting.
I'm gonna draw dragons because it just makes this better in later turns. The Amalgam Band. Deal 5 damage to an enemy minion.
Time is running out.
Right, we'll see what happens. This now summons like a full board, which means our opponent would have to have their second AoE. Hey Mohammed, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well today. And our opponent's going to try to discover a way out. I'm seeing a common theme, man, with so many of these classes. You just discover a way out of the game. Look, they discovered this. And that means they still have the, another copy that they play in their deck on purpose. And I didn't draw the damage. But we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is like just 6 minions. It's a board in a box, basically. So I think that's pretty straightforward. Man, after being away for a couple of months and coming back, I knew Discover was affecting a lot of games of Hearthstone, like basically determining who wins and who loses the game. But it's really standing out to me right now of just how much that's actually the case. He's gonna heal for 6. We have exact lethal on the board. Look at that! I don't even need a deck tracker to be able to tell me that I have lethal on the board. All games are RNG. Who top decks the best cards or discovers wins. You're starting to sound like me. Hopefully, hopefully my positive qualities are the ones that rub off, not the negative qualities like crying about RNG.
Arana versus Malfurion.
Don't need a deck tracker. Yeah.
The scourge are no
Been a long time since I was in school, but I can still make it to 17. Bibliomite seems fine. I think Bibliomite is fine, and then I want, see... Net deck this deck. I'm not sure about momentum at all in the deck. It's only ever going to be good when played exactly the same turn as you play the Sightless Magistrate, and the Magistrate draws a lot of cards. That's kind of what I was hoping for. The Glaive. So I'll play this on 2, probably shuffle the momentum back, and then I can equip the Glaive on 3. Question is, do I just want to play this now? And I think the answer is no. I've never really been a fan of playing this on turn 1. Mage and the new Rogue are OP. I played 5 Rogues in a row at the start of the stream, Muhammad. Feel you on that one. Plague DK is good and strong. Don't give bad matchups. He can win every class. The thing with, like, the Plague DK, though, for me is, again, it's very RNG based because whether or not your opponent draws the plagues. Because I remember having games where you would shuffle like 12 or 14 plagues and your opponent just never draws one. I play Control Warrior, big Warlock, so I'm winning a lot of games. Nice. There's the Sightless Magistrate, so we don't draw any cards here, but this is just a pretty straightforward turn, I think. And maybe I try to go for this like on turn 5, just dump my hand next turn. And if I feel like I want to swing the weapon, I may actually swing first and not draw so that I can get max cards off of this the following turn. Or is that just stupid? Maybe that's stupid. Yeah, I might have just said something really stupid. Hey, Bob. Appreciate you stopping by. If you get good excavates early on, you can bypass bad plague RNG draw. Get out your Rat and Chain Guardian early. Get a tradable snake oil. Let's find out what's in this. So this costs 1. And discount. I think I like it. Again, I'm just looking to dump my hand because I want to draw more cards. And I'll do this. I could actually do it again, discounting the Sightless Magistrate. I don't know what a snake oil is. I'm going to have to play this to find out what the snake oil is.
Enough time. One dose solves any problem. If 3 rights make a left.
Yeah, we're going face here. I'm not going to trade for the 2/2. Hopefully that's not a mistake. So now this is only 2 mana, so again, I should be able to dump my hand pretty easily and then draw a bunch more cards. And our opponent's hand size is bigger, so they're actually not going to be drawing. When they know you play Curse, they're already afraid. So they do some misplays. Oh, that's great, man. Oh, played DK. Oh no, I misplayed. Snake Oil is a 0 mana, deals 0 damage. Tradable when it goes in your hand, so it's totally worthless other than trading it. Deal 2 damage to a random enemy and draw a spell. They're actually getting a lot of treants on the board, which makes me afraid of, like, cultivations and things like that, but I'm not really in a position where I can fight for the board. I have to figure out how to kill my opponent, I think. I won't even get the discount off of this. Yeah, I'm gonna use this turn to draw cards. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this just to get it out of my hand. And then we're going to Sightless Magistrate. There's the momentum, double momentum, so we're going face. Yeah, we're just going all face here, I think. I mean, the double momentum being playable was nice, but I almost would maybe prefer to have other cards in hand. Could have even considered saving the mistake for the next turn to play with the sharpshooter here. Because they can, like, make trades unlikely that we have lethal. So maybe it was actually better to do that. That's scary, too. Both effects combined. It's not discounted, though. I can't remember if it's 6 or 7, man. I think it might be 6. So I kind of need to kill my opponent right here. $50-50 with the sharpshooter. Well, I either clear this or I win the game.
If 3 rights make a left.
That's not enough, right? It's 1 off. So I save the rush for the Sightless Magistrate, I guess.
Runic strike! Just use more.
Good in Sith Mage because of the spell damage. Ooh, here it comes, man. It was a 50-50. So I don't even know exactly what's in this deck, but I want to say there is a Predation in it. So it's going to maximize my chance of being able to hit the Predation. If that's true. Come on, man. Shoot him in the face. I don't think it matters that my board is full. I have to find a way to be able to kill my opponent. Yeah, I don't think any of this actually matters. And they'll draw cards.
I am not blind to your crimes.
Dispose evidence. There's the Predation. I forgot that they nerfed Predation. I think that happened when I was playing before, but I always remember it being 3 damage. It's only 2 now. Man, how many cards did I draw before I hit the first Predation? 2. Alright, Muhammad, we're going Plague DK, man, so our opponent's going to realize that we're Plague DK. They're going to misplay, and then they're going to shame concede. It's all part of the master plan.
Scarlet versus Illidan.
Feel the hatred.
I guess most likely against aggro.
The unholy fester.
Is there any other Demon Hunter decks that are being played right now besides the Naga Demon Hunter? This hand is awful. Deck, please.
Want to hear my playlist?
Yep, this looks like the deck that I'm playing. It's so awkward, man. I basically just have to play this out. Our opponent has a good trade, but you still just do it anyway.
My pain doesn't compare.
Good news is it puts plagues in their deck, and if they play like, you know, the way I play, where they're dumping their hand and wanting to draw cards, then the plagues in their deck is going to be advantageous. They're going face. Not gonna lie, in my mind I was playing Demon Hunter. This was 1 mana. I was going to attack to remove the board and then play this guy. So that was probably a really bad play. I'm just gonna spin mana. Spinning mana is always a good play. Sometimes Big Demon, and also Reno Demon Hunter. Russian Excavate.
I see.
I've done that before. Yeah, that's just a total, like, airhead move, not paying attention. This card is so good, man, but I think the better play is to just spend our mana. Get the 6/5 down. And another card in hand. Deal 3 damage. Could be good to help us finish our opponent. So we actually have 6 in hand.
I'm not throwing away my shot.
Alright. How many more Naga can they play?
My blood boils for war.
Oh, I didn't realize that this was like Naga spell, like Naga Mage. So order makes a big difference. I might have actually misplayed that in the last game then. Well, they got a board clear. Hopefully I top deck a Tomb Trader. Otherwise, I think we're just dead. That's what I get for not reading cards. Yeah, that's not good. I think this is the more dangerous of the 2 cards. And hopefully this hits the 3/2. Oh yes, we're so good at Hearthstone.
I'm not throwing away my shot.
Oh, they got a second one. Wow, man. If I could make it to turn 7, maybe the Promise would save me somehow, but it's not looking too good. It is not looking good. So this is one of those games that opponent just never draws plagues. Although I don't think I shuffled all that many, but they never drew a single plague. He got a perfect hand. It seems like Dragon Druid probably has a good matchup into that deck just because of all the taunts you can put up. Like being able to make the big wide boards and the taunts to intercept some of that damage.
Lunara versus the Lich King.
All will serve me in death.
A new song begins.
This is so tempting, but it just leaves us with an empty hand. Like this on 1 and this on 2, and play the one from the bottom of your deck, but then you have no cards in hand to be able to take advantage of it. I mean, you don't necessarily have to take this off the bottom. But then it's only like 2 options out of 3. I don't know if you're supposed to keep these or not. On the coin with an extra card in hand? I'm not going to chance it. And I don't think I want to keep that 2-drop either without a dragon in hand. They play Viper, so this is like some kind of I guess it could still be Plague DK, but I don't know why they would be playing Viper. It is Plague DK. Hmm.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Just play cards. Alright, so I gotta remember if I coin this out, I only get back 3. So probably Amalgam. And then next turn I'll be able to play this and the Taunt. Amalgam plays into the Tomb Trader, though. Also, holding the Amalgam might actually have a little bit of value with this in hand.
Arcane bolt.
I'm gonna hold the Amalgam here. So turn 4, likely going to be this and the 5/6 Taunt.
You have earned an eternity of torment.
Actually, I think it's going to be the 6/5 and remove the 4/4. So take a trade here to guarantee. Deal 5 damage. I guess I can actually aim it. Oh wow. So yeah, we're just going really wide here.
Stay alert, my child.
With this being the case.
Stay alert, my child.
This doesn't say random enemy. I'm expecting to be able to aim it. I'm going to be disappointed if I can't. Okay. I think I still trade here though, because if they have a Tomb Trader, it actually saves this minion.
Everybody needs a casket.
Hmm.